Welcome to Play, the Game of Life podcast, where we explore ways people are playing in life. We discover activities that are messy or loud, others that are quiet and methodical, some that are just kind of weird, all in the name of play. I noticed many adults stop playing somewhere along the way as responsibilities grow, routines harden, and joy becomes a childhood memory, a nostalgic thought. So I stopped and questioned, are we just alive or are we truly living? Adults with repressed inner child become distant from life, one that is not engaged or present, leading to all sorts of relationship issues, including their relationship with themselves. Play is often set aside, scheduled, or it explodes in unintentional ways, causing disturbances in their lives. So I thought, what if play isn't childish? What if it's actually a basic human need? What if it's a skill that we can consciously incorporate into our lives? My book, The Game of Life, Alive or Living, is a practical guide for incorporating play into daily life. Play becomes a way of life, a way to be joyful and connected in family life, romance, the workplace, and in nature. It pushes readers to overcome the obstacles they create to fully engage in joyful presence, reigniting mundane daily routines into fully lived experiences. Be sure to order your copy now from Amazon. The link is in the episode description. These podcast episodes offer hobbies and activities to inspire new ways for you to get out and play. In this episode, we're going to talk about how we can grow art instead of building it with tree shaping. Tree shaping is the practice of guiding living trees into intentional forms, chairs, arches, spirals, bridges, or sculptural designs, using pruning, grafting, and careful training over time. Unlike traditional sculpture, nothing is carved or forced into existence all at once. The artist works with growth itself, gradually directing branches as the tree develops naturally. The result is living architecture, furniture that grows instead of being manufactured, art that is never truly finished because it continues to evolve. Tree shaping transforms patience into creativity. The idea of shaping trees is far older than modern environmental art. In Japan, bonsai practices date back to the 6th century and reflect Zen philosophy, the belief that harmony emerges through balance, restraint, and attentive care. Bonsai artists do not dominate nature, they collaborate with it, guiding growth while respecting the tree's natural tendencies. In Europe, espalier techniques used since Roman times trained fruit trees along walls and frames. These methods were practical, saving space and improving harvest, yet they also introduced aesthetic design into agriculture. Across cultures, shaping plants represented a partnership between human intention and natural processes. Function and beauty developed together. If you've listened to previous podcasts before, I've always said that sometimes my pronunciation might be off because I have never heard some of these words audibly, and I do the best I can with pronouncing them. Tree shaping as a recognized art form expanded dramatically in the early 20th century through Swedish-American farmer Axel Erlandsson. During the 1930s, Axel began experimenting with grafting and bending trees into unusual forms on his California property. Over time, he created what became known as the Tree Circus, a collection of living sculptures including ladders grown from trunks, woven loops, and heart-shaped trees. His work fascinated visitors because it challenged assumptions about what trees and growth itself could become. Axel demonstrated that structure does not always need to be imposed quickly. Sometimes structure emerges slowly through guidance. Decades later, artists Peter Cook and Becky Northey developed the poke tree method, refining tree shaping into a philosophy centered on cooperation with natural growth patterns rather than forceful manipulation. If you wanted to look that up, the method is spelled Pooktre. Their approach emphasized sustainability, patience, and ecological awareness, framing tree shaping as both art and environmental stewardship. Tree shaping redefines play by stretching it across time. Modern activities often deliver quick results. Tree shaping does the opposite. It invites long-term engagement, where small actions today influence outcomes years later. Each adjustment, tying a branch, redirecting growth, pruning carefully, becomes part of an ongoing dialogue with nature. You are not controlling the outcome completely. You are participating in a process. This uncertainty creates a unique form of play rooted in curiosity and trust rather than immediacy. Progress becomes subtle but meaningful. You learn to observe rather than rush. Tree shaping mirrors personal development in an unexpected way. Growth cannot be forced instantly. Whether in nature or in life, direction matters more than speed. When shaping a tree, you work with limitations, seasons, weather, biology, and time. Success comes from understanding systems rather than overpowering them. The same principles apply to relationships, habits, and personal change. Play here is not chaotic or impulsive. It is intentional experimentation guided by awareness. You make small adjustments, observe results, and adapt. Over time, transformation becomes visible. Modern practitioners shape living chairs, tables, tunnels, and outdoor installations using young trees planted strategically and trained over years. Some artists focus on ecological sculpture for public spaces. Others treat tree shaping as a private, meditative hobby in gardens or small landscapes. Workshops and online communities now share techniques once known only to specialists, allowing beginners to experiment with simple forms like braided trunks or living arches. The materials are minimal, saplings, basic tools, and patience, but the creative potential expands infinitely. Each tree becomes a collaboration between imagination and biology. Tree shaping teaches a quieter form of play. Not all play is fast or loud. Some play unfolds slowly, rewarding consistency instead of urgency. By guiding living growth rather than constructing instant results, you experience creativity as a relationship rather than a task. You begin to see time itself as part of the creative medium. And in learning to shape something living, you also learn how growth, your own included, responds best to attention, intention, and patience. So, you're pretty sure you are alive. Are you ready to fully live? Be sure to grab your player's guide, The Game of Life, Alive or Living by Michelle Smith on Amazon now to add play into your everyday life. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check back for more fun, creative, and even weird activities or hobbies to experience novelty in your playful living experience.